Hey everybody, Teresa with Wreath Addiction RN. How is everybody tonight on this Friday night at about 10 o'clock? It's been a crazy week for me. Just wasn't up to par on Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday night I was on call. I don't know, just my week was really should not have been exhausting, but it was. So, like I said, I don't really know what was going on. Maybe I just needed a little break, right? Sometimes that happens. So, let me set up the growth tool so that if someone is wanting to sign up for live alerts, they can do that. And then we will get started on a couple projects for tonight. We're going to do, I found the gaps and cracks, I found everything that we needed for the stuff I was going to do last week that I couldn't find. So I found all that stuff. In fact, I was looking right at some of it, so that really makes me mad whenever it was right there in the drawer. I don't know what I was thinking that it looked like. I have no idea. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I did not send out an alert because it was late. People are telling me they don't want late alerts, so I'm not going to send anything out late. But please spread this love so that if somebody is up and they see that I'm on, then they can hop on. Sound like a plan? Can everybody hear me okay? Please say hi when you hop on. Make sure, for one, I got comments. Don't see anything right now. I know some of you are shy. Please don't be. I'd love to know who you are and where you're watching from. Gives me somebody to visit with. Hi, Lavon. How are you? So, I found my stuff. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Annette. Hi, Bobby. Thanks for joining. So I want to get some stuff ready for some projects for next week, or maybe even Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening time. I don't think I'm going to actually do anything with this yet, but I thought, well, I might as well go ahead and put some gaps and cracks in it if I need to fill up some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff in this, so maybe I can have that ready for the craft show. I'm thinking that I might want to put some stuff in the bottom of that. We're going to try the line on here. Remember I told you about that, so we can make centerpieces. This is going to be like a table centerpiece or a mantle, even on your buffet. Okay, so we're going to put some gaps and cracks in here. Just in the center, and then we're going to do our mesh on each side, and just kind of, it's actually going to cover up the gaps and cracks. Hey Tina, how are you? So it's going to cover up the gaps and cracks, but we're going to be able to stick our picks in there. Like this one's going to have a pumpkin in it, and this one's going to have something for Halloween. I'm thinking skulls. It's going to have some skulls in there. This one's going to be kind of dark. That's my plan. I've never made anything that wasn't like super cute. So I mean, I guess dark, scary things can be super cute too. But yeah, I made the fun, super cute stuff, not the scary, super cute stuff. So we're gonna give it a try. Hi Lisa, thanks for joining from Virginia. Thank you. So anyway, so I'm gonna get some stuff and put it in this. This is called Press and Seal. I just had this in the drawer. And I thought, well, why don't we try that in these, it's going to be very staticky. Why don't we try this in the, I may have to put a couple of sheets in there so it doesn't actually, like, seep through. Thought that might kind of hold it. And then, I can pull this out or tuck it in or cut it off around the edges once it sets up. So, hi Maria, how are you? So I'm still going to be making the cowboy hat. I just haven't really figured out when, because a lot of people that come on earlier in the evening are wanting to watch that. I mean, I'm sure my late night people as well, but a lot of the earlier nighter people are wanting to see it, so trying to plan. So let's see if I can not get gaps and cracks to come through those holes. That will be a success. So this is trial and error, definitely. So, and some days it feels like more error than success. Some days, but you know, you grow, you learn. I was asked to do another small craft fair the night before my big one in Bonneau, so I'm debating on whether I'm going to do that or not. Everything's going to be packed up, so it may not be a big deal. I don't know. We'll see. So what's everybody doing tonight? Anybody crafting while they're watching me? That's what I always do, is craft while I watch. And sometimes I have to stop and take notes. I was watching Jackie from Jackie's Wreath and Things. She was making a really cute top hat thing. So I'm going to have to go and rewatch that on how to do that. Some of those things are super cute. I just don't have a lot of time to create my own picks. Some things are very cost effective and time effective. Some things are super cute but not. Hi Linda. Does anybody else have that issue? Lavon, is that something that happens to you? Just don't have the time to create some of that stuff. She was telling us how she got the template, and then you have to. I'm thinking I'm going to do, I don't know, something in there. Then that you have to like enlarge it, and I would imagine that's going to take some time to zoom it out. Don't know if I really have all that time to mess with that, with trying to work full time as well. But it's turned out super, super cute. So she did some of that on her regular page. I'm just going to stick some of this in here, so in case that it does expand, I don't want it to expand this stuff. So I'm dog sitting. Yeah, Duke is over there on the floor. So grand dog today, or this weekend. He came on Wednesday. He and the other dogs do not get along, so it's a constant making sure that one door's closed when we let them out so somebody else can't come in. Hi Annie, how are you? So Duke likes it when I'm down here. It was so funny because like my dog Thor, he's the boxer. He hardly ever comes down here. The week that Duke was coming, last week we found out Duke was coming. Thor was down here and sat with me about every night. Hey Cindy, how are you? I thought, how strange is that? Like that dog just knows somebody else is going to be in his basement, right? It's funny. So, but Duke is quite funny because he has went and slept in every dog bed that's down here. There's 3 different dog beds. He's got his own that he brought, and he slept in the other 2 that are down here. Just making his rounds. Every time I come down here, did switch laundry or work on something or go upstairs for something, and I come back down to work, he's sleeping in a different dog bed. So, it's funny. Alrighty, I think that we got it. Now I just have to make sure I have a place to put these things when I get done. So let me shake this up some more. My husband always says I never shake stuff up enough, so let's move those over here. These are in case I have extra. So, has everybody used gaps and cracks before whenever you're doing projects? This stuff is really inexpensive. It goes a long way. Sometimes it's even cheaper than getting styrofoam, especially if you have something that you're wanting to fill in that's an odd shape. So I always get the one from Walmart. And I always get the one with the yellow lid. I don't know, it's just what works. I guess if they don't have the yellow lid, I'll get something else. And let me grab a couple of gloves, because I always forget to do that. And then this stuff is so sticky. Oh my gosh, it takes forever to get it off your hands. So if you remember, use gloves. Hey Stacy from Louisiana. I don't think I've ever seen your name before. Thanks for joining. So I'm still trying to work on Pinterest. That's an interesting creature. Alright, so the main thing, I'm going to do some of this first so I can kind of get a stream going, because I've not done the boards before, so I want to make sure that I don't get it all over the ties that I have on there. I probably should put something down. Let me do that. Beep, beep, doop. I had a bigger piece of foam over here somewhere. Probably should have thought about this sooner. Yeah, I'm gonna try those. Yeah, I'm gonna try some of those candy, you know, the foam ones. I'm gonna try that, but again, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a whirl. They're so cute. And I think that may not be as time consuming. I don't know. I'm going to give one a whirl anyway. That's going to be something that, of course, I'm not going to do on a live. So the main thing of it is that this is going to expand. So you're just going to go around, and it's loud. I'm sorry. And I just loose them out. Probably on me. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer at home and you bought a basket or something that you like and you want to make something with it, get some of this and like I said, it's going to expand. Alright, let me see if I can draw a line on here. Let's just see. That's probably going to be way too big, but we can cut it down. As long as it doesn't expand off the board, we'll be good. Come on, you silly thing. Because this will expand quite a bit, and once I figure or it does, then I'll show you guys. You'll see it when we do our projects too. So the one thing, like this one's pretty strong, But I've made some of these from the Dollar Tree, and it has literally expanded the container. So be careful with that as well. This one I'm going to be pretty careful with because it's very shallow. And you can cut it down, but sometimes it's easier said than done. So I just want to get some base. If I have to fill in with some styrofoam, that will be, you know, be okay. We're going to use the rest of this. Not going to have too much left over. Did you see that? Happens all the time to me. And you want to get that stuff off. It does, you can use some, like I have some, I think it's called, I don't know, polyurethane stuff or whatever for my husband had, and it does take some of that stuff off, but it's kind of a pain. Definitely a pain. So, I think that's about it for that can. Let me get another glove and get some of the stuff off. So, probably feel like it went in my hair. It's very possible. And my feed is frozen, so sorry if you're saying something because the stupid computer. Off of this handle here. I don't think I've watched anybody that hasn't flipped this somewhere and created some more of a mess. So that's the power or the part of being a creative person, right? I definitely don't want it in my hair though. Don't want it in my hair. I just got it cut. I don't need it any shorter. Wet ones. So there I am. Find me again. Hey, hi Judy. Annette from California. Great. Hi Peggy. Oh goodness, where are you? Where are you at, Peggy? So I'm hoping tomorrow's nice. We're gonna go to the Grafton and walk around Grafton and go to the wineries and with some friends. So hopefully tomorrow will be nice. Alrighty, so there's that. Like I said, I'm still going to make the cowboy hat thing. Look how big that's grown. Do you see that already? See, I'm definitely gonna have to cut that down whenever it gets done. Can you see this already? How much it's expanded? It's really hard to make a smaller bead though. It's not as easy as it looks. You know, you're thinking, oh, just a little small bead, not a problem, right? No, it is not as easy as it looks. Definitely not. So I didn't have to use these, so I'll save these for the next time. And the other thing the parchment paper is for, like you can make some, I would call them like patties or something on the parchment paper if you don't have things to put it in, and then you can use it just like styrofoam. That's like $3.50, maybe $4 at the most for a can of that. And at the Dollar Tree, you're only going to get 4 pieces of styrofoam. Look at all the stuff that I did. 4 pieces of styrofoam would not have filled up one of those containers. Yeah, we were pretty ornery when Cloyd's dad was alive, and at Christmas, and even with our children, we would put gaps and cracks in their presents. So we would wrap their presents in gaps and cracks, so they would really have to work for it. So that was quite funny. So I did to make another breast cancer. This one's a survivor. I made this. Even though I wasn't on live, I did do some stuff. So this is what I made. So I thought it turned out pretty good. I love all the bows. I wanted a lot of bows. So and I have, this is the ring that we're going to use for the cowboy hat. So thank you everybody. Oh, thanks Joanne. Yeah, I like it too. I like it too. In fact, I might get this top part cut just a little bit more because I like a poof, but sometimes I really can't see the back of my hair. You won't believe this, but we have a mirror that like cuts me off right here. So when I get ready for work in the morning, I wear Dansko shoes and they give me a little heel, so then I can kind of see the back of my head even more. But if I'm flat-footed, I can't really see the back of my hair. So it's really strange, but whenever we're on a live, there's a delay, so I can kind of see what my back of my hair looks like on a live. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, because I'm not one of those people that just does the front. I like to do my back of my hair as well. But anyway, so this is what we're going to put the cowboy hat on. Like I said, I have everything ready for that. Everything's cut. I've never done one, so we shall. Oh, thank you, Lavon. I appreciate that. Thanks, Kendra. Thanks, Lori. So, so anyway, so this is ready for. I really have about everything ready for that project. I just have to get ready to do it, right? So, anyway, the other things I'm just going to do. I'm making another. I'm going to make 2 more things. We move some of the stuff out of the way, and maybe we'll put some ties on this and go ahead and do this one, because you've seen me do a pancake wreath before, and we've never actually done this one. So let's maybe mess with that. But this one's going to be a pancake wreath, because I don't have a pancake wreath to take to the craft show. So I thought this would be a good for the pancake wreath. So, and actually I'm going to use this mesh right here for that. So I just have to cut more. All right, let me carefully take these things and put them somewhere so they can expand. Okay, so I really, Lavon, do you sell on Etsy, or do you just sell to, oh, that came out, oh, why that was there. I just have, once I make things, I don't have any problems making stuff, but I really don't, I'm really bad about getting my stuff posted. I know Rachel seems to be really good about that. She makes something, and usually before she goes to bed, it's posted on Etsy already. And I'm like, man, I'm really, really bad at that, and I wish I were better at it, but Etsy just gets me. So, you know what, I really probably trying to need to be better with just starting, you know, just not worrying about what I don't have posted, and then just go ahead and start. So I always do the center 2 loops. This is 2 candy canes hooked together. Sometimes, I mean, I always feel like this is a bigger space, but yet whenever you start putting your mesh around it, it's really not. So that's really enough space for a 10-inch poof there. So, plus that's usually where, because I usually have them going this direction, I'll have a bow up there as well. So does anybody else make their own things? Do they do a lot of making their own things to go in their crafts? Whether you do, because like Jackie, she's made a lot of like centerpieces things. They're not all wreaths. No, she's made several Halloween centerpieces that I would say are really unique that you would not find somewhere else. They've got she made the top hats for the skeleton and lots of different things like that. So do you guys do that? Do you make stuff, or do you just try and find things that maybe you can maybe enhance? You don't make stuff from scratch, you just find stuff that you make from, you know, can enhance. I know, Rachel, you made some candy. How long did it take you to do that? Rachel's got some really cute signs. She made a really cute, was that like a mummy that you made tonight? Okay, it says I have 8 new comments. I'm sorry, they're not showing up for some reason. Let me see if it'll show. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, did you see him? Yeah, he's the dog. Oh, thank you, Lori. Yeah, he's the dog I'm babysitting for. Oh, you're not late, Linda. Nobody's ever late. You have local shops. Oh, that's good. You do stuff from scratch, Joanne? That's good. Do you do any kind of tutorials on them? I just feel like, you know, I gotta focus somewhere first, and I don't feel like I'm experienced enough or maybe comfortable enough just whipping something up, so I'm trying to get better at some of the basics first before I keep adding on stuff. So, but I am gonna try my hand at the candy. I did get some foam so that I can glue those together. It does seem to like take my time, so a lot of times I don't have a lot of time in the evenings to experiment. So I wish I could just take a week off and just do this all for the whole week. That's what I wish. So we'll see how this looks, because if I don't think that you're starting your first tomorrow, well, I'd love to see it. So, like I said, we're going to keep some of these pipe cleaners out, because if I feel like I need to add some to that, I definitely will. It's about how it looks. Make sure that it's full. So we're going to use, these are the 2 things that I pulled out for this. I'm going to use this mesh here. I think this actually must have been from, looks like Hobby Lobby, it looks like, to be honest with you. I don't remember buying it from Hobby Lobby, honestly. So, but maybe I did. That's kind of their thing. Oh, in your group. So you have your own group that you're going to do stuff with for the first time? Oh. So you haven't done it before, but you have a group that you're teaching? Is that what it is? Or you're in a group with people that are teaching you? Hey Deborah, how are you? Played around with some gaps and cracks tonight. Alright, where'd my little thing go? Oh, here it is. So let's just see how this is going to work. I had all this stuff cleaned off before I started. I bet she will too. I bet she will too. I just kind of gather my stuff like so. And I take one of these. It really doesn't matter which what's the word I'm looking for when you put it on, because I did it around 2 of the rails, so it doesn't really matter, just so it stays. Oh my, does he stay at your house every night? Does he live there permanently? That's hard. I had my grandkids last night, Debbie, and I'm telling you, because Kayla has to be at work by 6. And she's like, well, I'll just get them up in the morning and, you know, lay them. I can see right now I'm probably going to have to put these closer because this is thinner mesh. She said, I'll just lay them on the couch and then you can come over and get them off to school. And I'm like, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. For one, I don't want to get up, you know, that early. Then I get over there and they're not ready for school, for one. And then 2, nobody can find anything. So, they come over. Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. I may change my mind. This one's going to probably need to go for something. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Let me figure this out. Let me just practice with something. Let me try something. Because usually with Hobby Lobby mesh, I use the whole roll and I go, like, I use a round one and I go back and forth. So, anyway, so they come over about 8 o'clock. And then they're like, we're hungry, so they get a snack. Then they get, you know, of course I got these little bitty sodas, just the lemon lime, so they get a soda. Next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock and they're still awake. So I'm like, okay, you know, sometimes they need some melatonin, so they each took a melatonin. I heard Cooper up all night long, all night. I don't know if he slept at all. And then I couldn't get him awake this morning. So, you know, so I told him, okay, Sunday when you come over, no snack, no TV. I don't like being that Grammy at all. I do not like being that Grammy. I like to be the Grammy that says, okay, you guys get up early on time, then about 90% of the time, then you guys can do fun stuff, you know. But it doesn't always work out that way. So we may end up taking this out, but I want to go around and see about, because I really don't care whether that center is open or not, to be honest with you. So I may cover the center. I may not put any kind of ribbons or anything in there, but I may cover the center like going zigzag in order to create some thickness and coverage. I've never done that before, so we're going to give it a whirl and see what it looks like. If I don't like it, we'll just take it out and I will save this mesh for a small round wreath and use the whole roll. So by the time you use the whole roll and then you put in your ruffles or your curls or your woodland ruffles, it's usually pretty full. Yes, I did put 2 candy canes together and I zip tied them. Just like so. I love this. I made several wreaths like this for the summer. It's another way to make a swag. I've seen people put it this way. That's not my favorite way to do it, and I haven't found a sign that I like with that direction either, but some people may. Yeah. I knew what you meant. Silly autocorrect. We'll say autocorrect, right? I heard you say on your live the other night that you're up really late. So I actually fell asleep in the chair tonight. So I'm like, okay, I've had a nap. I have to get on and do a live. I try to do at least 2 lives a week, and right now I've only got 1. So that's just not like me to only do 1 live, because I really enjoy creating. And basically the only thing I created this week without you guys was that breast cancer sign for Survivor back there. That was pretty much it. That's all I did this week. I was so bad, and I really should have been so good, because next week is going to be crazy, because I have meetings that I have to prepare notes for. So and I haven't even started, so it'll be all right though. We'll get it. And I'm on call. I was supposed to be on call on Monday night, but a girl asked me to switch, so now I'm on call Tuesday night. So maybe I'll be able to do a quick live on Monday, and then just take a break from doing notes and do a quick live. But my problem is once I get down here, I never want to leave. Amanda is so right. We need that shirt that says I'd rather be crafting, because I do a lot of work from home. So it does take some discipline on my part, because believe me, I would love to just come down here and just lose myself in this craft room. Yeah, I bet. You know, so my grandkids will be coming. They come for sure 2 nights a week. They come every Sunday, and right now they're coming every Thursday. So far they haven't scheduled me to be on call on Thursdays. I will be on call on a Sunday night, but there's nothing I can do about that, because that goes with the weekend, and I have to have 1 weekend a month. So my husband will just have to pray that I don't get called out on that one. And if I have to work on a Thursday, we'll have to pray the same, because I usually get up and then get them ready, and he gets in the shower, and then they go off to school, and then I hop in the shower and get ready. So, hi Judy. So, you know, that's our little routine, so we try. Duke, what are you doing? So, you're back, everyone. I was just asking about your candy that you made. And I was telling her, you probably posted your thing on Facebook or on Etsy, didn't you? I was telling them how good you are at posting your stuff on Facebook too. Or Etsy, I mean. Right after you do it. I'm like so bad about not doing that. Once I get these craft fairs over, I will be better. So, yeah, I'm glad that I get to help out with my grandkids. I wish I could do more like my mom. My mom didn't really work when my kids were in school for the most part. Maybe when they were in like 1st and 2nd grade maybe, but as I got older she wasn't. So she was there, you know, if they were sick, they needed to be home from school, she was there. I didn't have to miss work to do it. I'm counting on my mom a lot. I don't know what I would have done without her. My mother-in-law watched the kids too, but my mom lived in the same town as we did, so that made it a lot easier. So, oh, thank you. It's pretty thin. I'm not really, you know, you can see quite a bit through that. So I'm good. Like I said, I'm going to test this out and see. Nothing like testing something out on a live and maybe flopping. That's kind of my thing. Hi Emma, how are you? So I usually do like 10-inch poofs. Let's see. See if what I'm thinking is going to help cover or if it's not. Maybe we'll do it this way. Like I said, just playing around. How do you know unless you try, right? I don't think that's going to work the other way. So I'm pretty sure I do not have enough mesh to go around it twice. Good. Yeah, I was really looking for that new pumpkin frame that Dollar Tree has out, but I have not been able to find it anywhere, and I guess maybe the store that I have picked out to order it from, they are not, they won't let me order it from there, so I don't know. Dog's over here whining. I may have to go and let him out. Oh, really? I ordered my stuff online. So I ordered everything, but they wouldn't let me order the pumpkins at Dollar Tree. So I don't know what was going on with that. But I've seen people post them. Yeah, I bet. You found two? I know the Dollar Tree down the street from Scott, like, they brought him, like the manager knows Scott, so they brought him one just so that he could see what was new. So, but I went there, and, yes, I did too. Yep, I ordered candy canes and witch hats and tubing from their website, Debbie. But they have the new pumpkin. Did you see that? Scott, you have to ask him. Scott's got the new pumpkin frame that Dollar Tree just came out with this season. So, but, I've seen people make them. I've seen them online already. People have been making them. But I've checked several Dollar Trees. Checked Edwardsville, I've checked Collinsville, Fairview, is it Shiloh or Shiloh area? That one doesn't have it either. And then Highland, I go to Highland and I check there. Can't find it. Oh, yep. Yes, the metal pumpkin frame. It actually is, it's more 3D. It's bowed out. The, rails are bowed out, or the whatever frame is bowed out. You'll have to ask him. He has it. I don't think he's posted anything. He was just playing around with it. He used some burlap on it while I was there one day. I was there, I don't know what day I was there shopping. It must have been like on a Saturday when I went there. I don't remember. But yeah, you'll have to ask him when you and Amanda go. Ask him about the Dollar Tree, new pumpkin from Dollar Tree. And you pull it up online. Mine would not let me order it, but you can, it does come up online, Debbie, so you can see it there as well to see what it looks like. But you can see it in person at Scott's. Unless he's done something with it. Which you just never know with Mr. Scott. So that mesh that's up there that we're going to use came from Waterman's Loft. And this is called poly burlap mesh. So I went there, they didn't have any. Are you talking about the one that's down the street from Kohl's or right next to Kohl's? I went there and they did not have any. I don't know what I would do with it anyway. I just wanted one. So, I don't know, it probably will sit on the shelf till like later, you know, till next year, so I can watch some tutorials on it or something. I did see, you know that one, it's yarn, and it's really, it's like chenille or whatever, it's fuzzy, and it's got loops on it. I seen somebody use that on it, and then I seen someone like, thank you, Joanne. Seen somebody like weave it in and out of the rails or of the metal frame. So I thought that was kind of cute. There we go. I think that's going to be much better. We've almost made it around to where we started. I was worried that maybe we wouldn't, but we did. So I like that better. You can, it's very, you know, and even though I used the whole roll, I mean, this was on sale. I always get my stuff half price there. But sometimes I find it's hard to find these fall colors. So I probably got it when they had it, just because it's hard to find their fall colors on, you know, at Craft Outlet. I find that I can find several 21 or 10 inch, but I have a hard time finding 10 or 21 inch, excuse me, 21 inch fall colors. So, and I don't like to do everything on burlap, and I don't like to do everything on orange, and so you want some stuff. I hope, I haven't actually worked with that one before. Maybe that's kind of what I used on the Hey Girl Hey sign. So that turned out so super cute. In fact, it's sitting over there in a box because somebody asked me about it, and they're from Wyoming, and it's going to cost like $32 to ship it there, and so they have never gotten back to me whether they want it or not. So it's going to go to the craft show for sure, or if I post it again and somebody else wants it, it's going to, because I even sent her another message asking her, you know, I haven't heard from you, you know, have you changed your mind? It's okay. I mean, I get it. Shipping, that makes that wreath pretty expensive, so I understand, but I did it several ways. Like, I mean, I cut the box down as much as I could cut it down, and, you know, when we make big poofy wreaths, it costs a big poofy amount. So, that's all I got to say about that. I'm thinking like Jackie, some of that stuff that she made, I mean, it's huge. I'm like, I'd hate to even think about how much it would cost to ship some of that stuff. So I'm just going to pull this to the side, and I'm going to use the frame, find my zip ties. Hi Janelle, thanks for joining, and attach this to the frame. I like to zip tie my ends. Some people don't. Some people think, you know, just use the pipe cleaner or the tie, whichever frame they may be using. So, see what we have? So then I'm going to put a bow here and maybe another bow at the bottom, just depends on, probably one on each side of this sign. I'm probably going to go ahead and keep this little jar thing, possibly. This is actually, sometimes, this is actually real material. Sometimes it just looks like it, but this really is. No, but I did buy the, where did I put it? There it is. Sorry, Duke. This is what I'm going to, my next project. I did buy the sealer so I could seal the mesh. So, I haven't decided if I'm going to cut it first and then seal it. I just haven't really decided. So, I bought the heat press. So, I'm going to give it a whirl. I don't know what this is for. So, I better be careful. I don't want to lose something that we need. So, I'll have to read the directions. What that piece is for. Although that this is all that came with it, so hopefully it'll tell me what that piece is for. So that's my plan, is to do that. I at least want one of those for the craft fair, so I have to get busy on that. Have you done the Unique in the Creek, Joanne? So I'm going to cut these at 20. Well, maybe we'll get together and we'll use it together and see if it's even worth for you guys getting one. How's that? I haven't told her I got it yet, Debbie. Oh. Hey, you know, I was going over some of the things that you and Amanda talk about on your lives about how you used to go out and buy shoes and clothes and you were at TJ Maxx and stuff. And I just noticed 2 days ago that my shoes that I wear for work every day, they are Danskos, and I got them back in 2013, and they're finally, because they're leather, and they finally have a crack in them, and I'm like, man, those are $130 a pair. That's a lot of product I could be buying, right? It's like, oh boy. So I thought that was quite funny, that because I feel like the same thing. I can remember how, I think it goes, yeah. I always have to rewatch Amanda's things because I always think I put these in wrong. I think this is how they go. Right? Do they go with the... Sounds good to you, Deb. I never remember. I think she said make sure it doesn't flop. So I think I put it in right. put them in, and then I'm like, oh, I put that one in backwards. Hey, Shaylin, how are you? It's a sad day in the state of Illinois, huh? I tell you what, I am just scared to death. My son Adam is trying to get on with the state police, and he's been through several parts of the interview process, and I am just scared to death. He's a prison guard right now, and I mean, that worries me as well, but not as much as him being a state police officer, I tell you that. Scared to death. Definitely liking this. I love this. I got 2 rolls of this. I'm super happy that I did, because this is kind of like what have you missed? Well, we did some gaps and cracks, and we're doing this candy cane. This is the candy cane wreath forms together, and putting in, this is from Hobby Lobby. We did 10 inches and we did twice around. So you would be too. Yeah, I am. I'm scared to death, especially after what happened today in East St. Louis. So, you know, they were going to serve a warrant, and shots were fired, and a police officer had lost his life. An East St. Louis police officer was shot today when they were serving a warrant in East St. Louis, and he was killed. So he ended up dying from his wounds. So I don't remember. I have it. I shared it on my page, on my Teresa Wentler, on my regular Facebook page. So if you want to go there and look. Several people are friends already with me, but like I said, Teresa Wentler, and that happened at like 5:30 this morning. They went to serve a warrant, and with multiple people, multiple gunshots. Just not right. Just not right. So prayers are out to that family, that's for sure. He didn't look very old in the picture. Yes, I think, yes, I do remember that. Shaylin, yes. I think that's why I remember that conversation with you, so I think that's why I said that whenever you came on. So, it's just sad. Just sad. So what do you think? Do you like it? I think it's gonna go good. Yeah, and as a mother, I tell you what, that just scares me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the rest of these. I have another person that is on my lives a lot of times that is in the police force. You love it? Thanks, Debbie. I just can't imagine. Cannot imagine. Oh, thanks, Joanne. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Shaylin. I love this mesh. This is awesome. So, Joanne, you said you've done a Unique in the Creek board. Thank you, Shaylin. Has Amanda done a Unique in the Creek board yet? I have not done any of them yet. Anybody else done Unique in the Creek? And if you have, did you use the, it's just fall. This is the sign, Karen. Can you see it? Oh, well, thank you. I have Amiibo. It was my Christmas present last year whenever we decided to do lives. So, thank you. I'm glad. I think it's very easy to use. I like it. The one thing that people sometimes say that you watch Monkey Creations. Some people say that they can't hear me, but I think it's because I start mumbling, you know, as I'm thinking and things like that. So I have to be very cautious or conscientious, I guess is the better word, of how my volume is. So, right, I did it at the convention as well, and I failed at. That's why I took all of my mine apart. And now I have two boards because I think I'm going to try the actual like sunflower, not the rose. So I think that one's going to be a little bit easier. A little bit more time consuming, but a little bit easier, I think. That's why I want the heat press, because your petals, you know, you cut your mesh 10 by 10. And so each side is going to fray. So if you melt it, then it shouldn't fray and still give you that really nice look, so whimsical like look. So you use wireframes too? Yeah, I'm not probably, I mean, there's people have shown ways to do that same technique by not using the Unique in the Creek boards. It just depends on what the price is of them. I've only got the small boards, so that's what we got free at the Crafters Convention. So that's what I'm using. So I'm going to use those, see how that goes. I'm not going to fill up my shop in those designs, but I have had some requests for them. So I just need to, I don't remember what she said. The isn't there a certain gauge of wire ties that she used and length? So I need to find that and write it down so I can make sure I order some of those or buy some of those. So I don't know if that's a standard size that they have like at the store, or if you have to get that off of Amazon. Yeah, I just have to give it a try. Yeah, I think some people make it look very, very pretty. Oh, I'm losing my pipe cleaners. I have moved stuff around. I still have never found that bag of moss. I've not found it. I don't think I used it. I don't think so, but I don't know. Since I haven't found it, maybe I did. Who knows? I'm trying not to move things around too much. I'm trying to do it systematically so that it makes sense, and then like when I'm thinking that I want something or look at something, then I'll think about where I would systematically have put it. So anyway, I don't know. Crazy. I just constantly keep trying to find stuff. Good for you. Yeah, I have a lot of people want the sunflowers. So how do you do your center, Shailene? Do you use foam, or do you use, what do you do for your centers of your sunflowers? £18 zip ties, 6 to 8 inches. Amazon's the best. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate your information. Thank you so much for speaking up. I appreciate it so much. again, please bless my page. I greatly appreciate it. We did reach the 2,000 followers. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it 100%, 110 actually. So excited. There is a giveaway out there. I did tag it. So please go to the King Sumo and sign up for the free signs. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. I did see her use some deco tubing, and since I bought a whole case of that, I think I might try that. So, let me show you again. I'm adding another sign to this. I just haven't gotten it out because we had such a problem with the King Sumo starting last Sunday. So it does end at Sunday night. So please go there and register. And if you sign up for my YouTube page, you get more, thanks Deb, you get more points. So King Sumo is one who I'm running the giveaway through. So you get the flamingo, you'll get this little sign that can be put on a very small grapevine or a small wreath or added to a bigger wreath, Land of the Free because of the brave. Another little spring sign, and then this butterfly. This butterfly came from a little store just in Staunton that's called Mayfield's. So, what kind of frame is this on? It's on 2 candy canes put together. I probably should do my King Sumo thing again, but please go to my page, Wreath Addiction RN, and sign up for King Sumo, please. So here's the candy cane frames, the person that just, Jackie, you just asked. So, thanks, Lori, thanks so much. Oh, Harless, I hope you feel better. Thanks for your joining, I appreciate it. So I'm running the giveaway through King Sumo. I need 2 more, it looks like. One thing I love about doing these 20 inches is that it takes 1 roll and you get so much good coverage. I mean, it's just, it really is the perfect length to add to your wreath. 20 inches is really just perfect. I would say if you're going to do the woodland ruffle at longer, then you would not need to have a base. You would just use that for your whole, and maybe we should do that. Maybe I'll try that with another, see how much mesh I have because you use 10 inches. But most of the time when you use the woodland ruffle and you do it the 35 or 36 inches, you do not have a base mesh like the brown. You just use that. That is your base. Oh, that's a good idea, Joanne. Yes, I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So the other night, like I said, I wasn't on a live, but I really I was down here and I actually swept. I have a piece of carpet that's on the floor here underneath my feet. And of course it had all kinds of stuff on it. The sign I actually got from Dollar Tree, and the mesh I got from Waterman's Loft. Let me post my link. If you decide to shop from Waterman's Loft, I would greatly appreciate if you would use my link. I get a little bit of money back for that, not a lot. And the main thing is that it doesn't change the price for you at all. The price will stay the same no matter if you purchase with my link or without my link. The only thing is that with my link, I get a little bit of credit. So if you would use my affiliate link, I would greatly appreciate it. See if it came up. There we are. I love going to Scott's, and I tell you what, I'm having withdrawals because I haven't been there since last Friday, and I almost went there like 3 times after work, but I just didn't, because I'm trying to save up to go to the Craig Bachman sale in October. So I've requested those days off. In fact, I'm going to get with my supervisor next week so that he can approve that, so that I can get my, I'll probably go up the day before and stay in a hotel. So I'm trying to save up for that. I'm trying to have a good chunk of money to take with me. So I'm trying to be good that everything I sell just stays in the bank. It's hard, especially whenever you've got Scott on every other day saying this is what came in the shipment. You got Deco Exchange. My gosh, I was watching him do a live and another semi pulled up with stuff. So that's a difficult situation. So, and I mean, they have got such, that elf ribbon, the elf feet ribbon, oh my gosh, it is so dang cute. I'm just going to try and stay away. So, or just set myself a limit on what I'm going to spend on additional stuff. So, and then I've been trying to stay away from Sam's, because I did get quite a bit of Sam's ribbon, but whenever you can use it for Valentine's Day and even with your patriotic stuff, because they always carry a lot of red. Green, you can use it for St. Patrick's Day. You can also use that in your fall or your springtime wreaths. Green's good for that. You know, or just your everyday wreaths. So it's really kind of hard. So, did that answer your question, Kathy? I know. I want it all. I want it all too. And I also need a new pair of shoes. So, I did have a lady at work said she cleaned out her closet and she brought me a pair of shoes. So I'm like, oh, maybe these will do. They're just black though. I like my fancy. I mean, they're not fancy. They're just fun. I like. My shoes are called Flower Power, and they're nice and bright. I got the candy canes from the Dollar Tree. Let me show you, let me cut this one right here, and then I will go get my frames and show you what they are. And I have one put together over here for you too. Hang on one second. Hold, please. Reach that. So you might have heard me mumbling to myself because I moved all my picks, and then that's where this frame was, and I'm like, oh, that probably wasn't the brightest thing to do. So this is 2 candy canes attached. Let me move my comments. It's not scrolling. Okay, so here's the 2 candy canes. Here's what one looks like. Okay, and they're at the Dollar Tree, or you can go online at dollartree.com and order them and have them sent. I have mine sent right to the store, so it's free shipping. So, and then I just put my pipe cleaners on. Did that answer your question, Jackie? I zip tied them together. Right here. I need to do a witch hat for fall. I don't have one of those done either, so that's my next thing as well. lots of things on the project list. I still have to get my headstone piece done for the show as well. So for Christmas. You're welcome. I'm glad I can help, Jackie. Super easy, and yet it gives you a whole new look. It's a little bit wider than just doing it on a regular rail, which let's just see. So we have this, and then so here's a rail. So you can see that this is wider than that. The one reason why, if you, unless you're wanting to use this for a centerpiece on a table, which I would use the paint sticks for that. This is good because you can bend this over your mailbox. Okay, so this is what's good. Or I have this made up too to use on the on a headstone. So the headstone kind of bends a little bit. So this shapes, this moves. This is not going to bend as well. And of course the paint stick will not bend at all. So, good night. Oh, hi Jackie. I was just watching your live on your hats. They're adorable. I just don't know if I can do that. Don't know if I can do that. I did go to make sure I got this right. I did go to the Google page and see if I can find it to download the template of the hat. Those hats are adorable. And the snowman that you made, I got off whenever you were doing, I think you were going to do a pumpkin. So, I don't know if you were doing it tonight, but somebody wanted you to make a pumpkin one. So, very adorable. So this is 2 candy canes put together. So, and I'll make sure I have enough. I don't know if this is what I want to use or not. I think this was for the other sign. I'm not sure. What's the matter, Duke? I'm not knowing about ribbons. I bet. Just trying to make sure I have enough ribbon because I've used this one already, I do believe. And I don't like this one because it's see-through, and I don't think I realized that. This was something that I bought from Michael's last year after Thanksgiving, and that was before I really knew if I was going to do something with this business or not. I love this little sign though. It's cute. Why don't we do this one? This came from Sims. think I'm going to do a bow first before I do that. I don't know how many yards is in here. It's 10 yards. Let's see what else we got back there. Oh goodness, I think I needed to bring down another drink. I think I got this from Deco Exchange when they did their big sale. I don't know if that's going to be what I want. Nope. What other colors do I have back there? I like it with this, but I don't like it with these. Some days I hate ribbon picking out. I like this, but I don't think I have enough of this if I want to do ribbon tails. I'm not sure I want to do a lot of ribbon tails either, so. Does anybody else have issues whenever they... Oh, good for you, Joanne. You downloaded it tonight. I don't know if I can figure out how to zoom it and then print it. Hang on one second, guys. Let me look for some ribbon over here. There are some sunflowers on there. Maybe we'll do that one. Oh, so it's on Jackie's page, the Google app. She downloaded it to her page. Stuff out of the way. All right, let's see. Maybe that will. Maybe this isn't what I'm gonna do. Not the right one. Maybe this will be for this one. And we'll do this one. And I don't really want to do that. Those two. I always like to do 3 ribbons on my wreath, on my bows. let's just play around here and see what we got. You downloaded it and then printed it. So did you make it bigger? Because what Jackie did was bigger. So that's, hers were big. One of them was big. I know that for sure. So she had to enlarge it. So I guess that's the thing. I always want to, I probably won't make a huge one like that, but ooh, I have that ribbon up there too. Alright. Thanks, Joanne. So are you going to do that on a live? Make the hat, Joanne? Probably just going to do an 8-inch tail for the top. Six-inch loop. Actually, this may be for the bottom, and then I'll do a terry bow at the top, possibly. You'll have to play around with it. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I think that's great, and I'm going to keep all that stuff for, you know, future reference, but sometimes I just have enough time to play around with this, so, and barely that. I think if I can learn how to make some candy, which I watched her do it, and then Lori did it in her group. So if I can make some candy, that would be something that would be a little good. So we're just gonna have to wait, dude. Out of the way. I love this mustard color ribbon. Oh my gosh. 30? Oh my. Good luck. Good for you. Let's see. That's a lot of candy to make. Are they all Christmas candies or different holidays? Yes, you will be busy. Well, once you get the strips made, the candy should go pretty easy. I think it's getting the strips made that takes a while. All Christmas? Wow. Sorry, guys. No, I did not make it's not really a scarecrow. You're talking about the hat, the cowboy hat. I did not make the cowboy hat yet. I am going to do it. I do have everything ready to do that. I just haven't done it yet. Because I want to schedule that. I just popped on at 10 o'clock. So I didn't want to pop on and do that. So everything's ready to go though. I got the frame ready last night, so everything's ready. Now we just have to make it. All the mesh is cut. I do need to make sure I have enough pieces because I counted my ties last night. There are 18 ties on the frame. The frame that's hanging on that white board back there, that's what we're going to be using. So. Not sure. Buy something light again. So the trick is not to pull this too tight. Oh my, thanks Joanne, thanks for joining, I appreciate it. Hi Norma, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer. We have a date with some friends tomorrow, and I don't want to be tired. We're going to go do some winery tasting stuff tomorrow. So we're going to be doing some walking. So that's gonna go there probably. I still have to attach stuff to the sign. Let me see. I think that'll be really cute. What do you think? I'm going to make another one for above it. And I don't really know if I'm going to put any ribbons on the sides. We'll see. I may do some mesh. Or not mesh, but deco tubing. So, thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it. I'm going to hop off here, clean up my mess, let the dog out, let the other dogs out, and go to bed. Thank you, Norma. I appreciate it. So I'll post a picture when it's done. I will probably not be on tomorrow, at least not crafting. If I find a bunch of neat stuff while we're in Grafton tomorrow, I may go live just showing you some things. Just depends on, we are going to be with some friends, and I don't want to infringe on our time with them by me doing business all the time. So, so I may not, but I may find some cute things and hop on real quick and show you some of that stuff, because there's a lot of neat vendors and stuff down there. So we will see. So I'm probably not going to finish this bow. I just keep talking and doing stuff. So just going to start on it. So anyway, thanks guys. I really appreciate all your support. Please don't forget to go sign up on King Sumo for the 2,000 follower giveaway signs, and that ends on Sunday, so don't forget to do that. And then please check out Waterman's Loft. It's where I get most, 99% of my stuff, to be honest with you. So if you saw my floor over there, you would see all the 10-inch mesh that I got from Waterman's Loft last Friday. So I have a ton. They have a lot of great selection, so just click on that link and just shop to your heart's content. Yeah, so that's what I do. I have a cart full of stuff as well. So thanks everybody. You guys have a great day, and I will definitely be on Sunday for a little while, so doing something. All right, maybe my rails will be done and we'll be able to do something with a rail for a centerpiece on Sunday. So have a great night. Again, thanks everybody. I truly appreciate you guys sharing, blessing my page, liking, and following me. So have a great night. Bye.